Hello, welcome back to the channel. Now, let's dive right into how you can use Todoist for project risk tracking. A crucial part of project management, risk tracking allows you to anticipate potential roadblocks and plan accordingly, and Todoist is a great tool for this. First up, we're going to create a new project in Todoist. Click on the plus button and type in your project name. The reason we do this is to have a dedicated space for all our risk tracking activities. This helps us stay organized and focused on one project at a time. Now that we've done that, let's add tasks for each potential risk. Click on Add Task, type in the risk, and set a due date for when you expect it might occur. This helps us because we can visualize all the risks and their timelines in one place, which makes it easier to manage them. Next up, let's prioritize our risks. Todoist allows you to assign a priority level to each task, from P1 to P4, with P1 being the highest. To do this, click on the task and select the priority. The reason we do this is to focus our attention and resources on the highest risks first. Now you might be wondering, what about the risks that are hard to predict? Well, Todoist has a solution for that too. You can create a recurring task for reviewing and updating your risks. Just type in something like Review Project Risks and set it to repeat every week. This helps us because it ensures that we're always on top of our risks and can adjust our plans as needed. Lastly, let's add collaborators to our project. Click on the Share button and type in the email addresses of your team members. This is important because it allows everyone to see and contribute to the risk tracking process. It creates a collective responsibility and ensures that no risk slips through the cracks. And that's it. You've now learned how to use Todoist for project risk tracking. Remember, the key to successful risk management is regular review and update, so make sure to check your Todoist project frequently. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.